afternoon, Jehovas Witnesses.
Hello.
Hello. How can I help you?
I'd like to sing a song for you today.
All right. But I am just an operator, and I have a lot of calls coming in. Can I connect you to somebody else that can help you, perhaps?
This is a song for you. I believe
You don't
in
know
God
me, though.
our Father. I believe in Christ the Son. I believe in the Holy Spirit. Our God is three in one. Did you like that?
That was very nice. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Have a good day.
Oh my goodness.
Tiffany, thank you for all of this today.
Do you want to sing a couple songs with us, Tiff, at the beginning here? Yeah, I want you to sing. That sucked. All right.
That's what she said.
Welcome to TheosU Memes Podcast, Thanksgiving episode number 11. We have lit the torch from Gabe Lytle.
Thanks, Gabe Lytle.
Thank you.
Oh, that's his candle company, right?
Yeah.
That is so sick.
Yeah.
Great.
People are allowed to send us stuff, right?
Yep, of course they are.
Yeah, guys, send us stuff.
We'll
That's a pretty
unbox
sick
it.
candle,
We
Gabe.
accept gifts
Yeah, we accept things other than complaints.
and cash. We accept cash too, right? Through our nonprofit.
No.
Why can't we accept cash?
We're not gonna put it through the nonprofit.
Okay, give us cash. Give us whatever you want. We'll take it. I'll take it.
If you want to send cash, send it directly with an envelope that says Everett Wood. He probably needs it. We don't pay him enough.
Let's start this wonderful Thanksgiving episode with some charismatic, classic thank you songs.
Yeah, let's do
Thanksgiving songs. Tiff, do you want to come and sing?
Let's sing sad thank you songs though. Yeah?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. A classic, charismatic
Melancholy.
thank you song always has to be a little bit sad.
Always has to be
very
sad.
melancholy.
Yeah, because it's like white people pretending that they're oppressed and poor. And now let the weak say. It's like, not weak. You live in the richest country. You don't even know what oppression is.
No, see, that's the black version of the song. The white version of the song is now let the rich say I am rich and let the poor say I am poor. Yeah, that's the oppression version.
Like the manufactured, the fabricated oppression.
Yeah.
Evangelical.
And now,
Well, how are evangelicals oppressed? Let's think of some. Before we get on this song, because to really get your head into it. We didn't win the Senate.
They
help, I'm
shadow
being
bans.
oppressed.
Shadow bans on Twitter.
Carrie Lake.
Yeah.
She didn't win Phoenix. Oh,
So sad.
so we're so oppressed.
So sad.
Donald Trump and DeSantis are warring right now. Oh,
I hate when mommy and daddy
Division.
fight.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Now I'm weak. I'm
Now I'm
wretched,
weak and
poor,
I'm poor,
blind.
poor
Yeah.
in spirit.
Okay. All right. Hit us, Bryan.
Can you accompany?
Yes, of course I can.
Thanks.
Yep. We'll cue you in. Thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ. Give thanks with a great.
Chris, I know you know the words.
Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done. Give thanks.
that was you.
It's the beautiful version.
I like to eat some pie. I like my cheese.
Let's have some pie.
I don't know.
Should we do a toast to start this off?
Yeah, sure.
A toast.
Toast to what?
Cheers.
What are we toasting to?
A toast to the first gentrification
to
ever
cheat
in
day.
America.
Yeah.
The Pilgrims Landing.
Pilgrims.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to replace this name.
All right.
Nate had his. This is non-alcoholic, right? Because I'm on antibiotics.
Very good.
My God, that's good.
What happens if you drink alcohol and antibiotics?
You die.
They say you're not supposed to.
No.
You spontaneously
Okay,
combust.
yeah, but they say a lot of times they say you're not supposed to do a lot of fun things.
We have some of the
Oh, I have
the
some
ready
bones
ones.
to
The
pick
ready
today.
I know we have it. Oh,
okay,
boy,
like-
we've got some good bones.
Oh yeah, like for example,
Some bones.
in high school, they always say not to drink alcohol while you're on like they don't have Robaxacet here.
What's that?
It's like it's a muscle relaxant with a painkiller. It's like
Why would I know what that is?
Aren't you not supposed to drink in
druggy?
high school
Man,
because
man,
you're
every-
not of age?
They don't even have Robaxacet. What's that? It's this drug that I used to grind up and snort.
And you're not even allowed to take it while drinking alcohol in high school.
I played football in high school, so all of my teammates would take Robaxacet because obviously you have back problems when you're 14 years old. 'cause
Yeah,
you're playing
normal.
Football.
Totally
That's
normal, yeah.
Totally normal.
Yeah.
And they learned really quick that you don't spend as much money on alcohol if you just take like 3 Robaxacet before you start drinking.
And then have a bud.
yeah.
It's normal.
Have a bud,
A blue.
a Bush Light,
Blue. Okay.
Maker, Laker.
So, what do we have to talk about today?
Okay.
Oh, we have lots to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about. Do you want to start with bones to pick?
By the way, they're putting up the Christmas tree right now in downtown Franklin.
Are they?
Yeah,
It's
pretty
already
sick.
up in Columbia.
It's on the obelisk. They're putting it up.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Really? On top.
Dude,
on top.
we decorated
way.
our whole house for Christmas already. It's magic.
It is magic.
I'm
isn't
into it now. I don't
Same.
know why I was such a. I think I was like in California. It was weird because it was sunny. It
Doesn't
didn't feel
feel
like
like
Christmas at
Christmas.
all.
I didn't like Christmas in California. It
I
doesn't
loved it.
feel right.
It felt perfect.
Christmas in Australia is the same way. It's awful.
Chris,
Like
you're
it's
like
magical
sweating.
once.
Chris, you're like a 5-year-old that's discovering their free will. And just anything that somebody says,
No.
you have to say the
No,
opposite.
I can't help that I feel that I love. I can't help that I liked Christmas
No.
in California.
I know.
Yeah.
But I will
loved it.
say this.
No,
though,
that's fair.
the reason why he liked it was because he had come from Michigan.
I know.
Right away.
It's magical once.
Oh, true.
And he only had one.
You were fresh in California for Christmas.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
And,
that's fair.
And the snow is overrated.
It is. I agree.
It's extremely overrated. Like people look so forward to the fall or the winter when it comes. It's like, oh, great,
If
we
it
gotta do
snows
this.
on Christmas though, that's magic.
Oh, yeah.
That's
if
the
I
top.
when I get old and I move to Palm Springs
Or have a place there.
yeah, I will not go in September or October or November or December. I'll go in January, right? Because the snow and
It's the best part of the
fall-
cold.
Totally. Being on the
The
East
early
Coast,
part.
the best part of like living in a place like Nashville or
Yeah.
New York or wherever it is that's cold. It's you get the fall.
It's the
You get-
beginning.
you get Halloween.
Yep.
You get
Yep.
It's not
Thanksgiving.
dragging on yet.
You get Christmas, exactly. You get New Year's. New Year's is sort of lumped in there. You know, like
Yep, it's
4
included.
huge holidays.
Holidays.
They're probably the best ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
In fact, I'll be honest, 5 because Labor Day is a party,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But
it
there's-
is.
It's not cold usually yet though.
yeah. But you're back in. You've rested. You've had summer.
Yeah.
And you
Yep.
hit Labor Day, and then you hit Halloween, and then you hit boom, 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 boom. Then you have. I mean, if you want to really extend it, you get the Super Bowl. Okay.
True.
In February? Nah.
No, it's January 31st typically. It's like the end of Jan. First week of it. Okay,
Too much
anyway,
winter.
long
Too much
story-
winter.
Totally. Long story short, I would be the first day of January, I'm outskis. Because you know what? The worst thing about living in the Northeast is January, February, March.
Oh,
It's depressing.
Let me say this. I don't.
Oh,
get
it's
too I
horrible.
don't get too into putting up Christmas decorations because the worst day of the year is December 26th when it's all over.
December 26th is one of my least
And if
favorite
I don't,
days of the year.
I used to hate it so much as a kid when Christmas is over that now I don't over prepare for Christmas just so I don't have to deal with that day.
But see, I've never felt that way because
Yeah, me
after
neither.
Christmas,
on Boxing Day, you had New Year's Eve to look forward to.
No. Me and my friends, I never had a single friend. None of us liked New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
I've always
Really?
had depression between up until New Year's Eve. After Christmas, I have a little bit of
And that week,
depressive
the
low.
week between Christmas.
Those are some of my favorite days because like
Also,
people are like
same.
people are
I
usually
feel
getting
gross.
together.
I feel gross.
got
I've already
leftovers.
drank enough. Like my body just doesn't feel how I want to feel.
That week between Christmas and New Year's
Already
Eve.
drank enough.
No, you know what I'm saying?
I know what
Christmas
you're
is
saying.
over.
No.
The
I
week
know.
between Christmas and New Year's, you don't even know what day of the week it is.
That's what I love. I
hate
love that.
I like it.
I
I'm
love
going to
it.
work a bit that
Dude,
week.
me too.
This year.
Same. I'm going to work.
Yeah. And then I'm going to get ready for
I don't
New
know.
Year's.
I always we would always have our extended family stuff after Christmas. So there was like it was amazing because you'd have Christmas and then you'd go to see your cousins. I also learned just last year that Boxing Day is not an American thing. Americans don't have Boxing Day.
Oh, no.
It's very British. Very British.
okay.
What do you even celebrate on Boxing Day?
You clean up.
It's our Black Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a day. It's,
Tiff loves to shop on
Correct.
Boxing
but
Day.
it's a stat holiday.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to work on Boxing Day. in Canada.
service industry does.
Everybody goes. So all the deals in Canada and in England and Australia are on Boxing Day. We don't have a Black Friday. We
What
have
is
Boxing Day.
what does boxing mean? Like, is it like
It's technically the day that you're taking things out of your boxes, cleaning up the boxes that you
was-
took your crap out of.
Yeah.
I believe I looked it up last year. I believe the origins are from nobility. No, is that the right word?
Yeah.
That Boxing Day was the day that their hands, like their maids and their staff would celebrate Christmas because they would be serving them
'cause they
on
didn't get
Christmas
one.
Day.
Yeah.
So then they would give them Boxing Day.
Making sense.
And that's why it's a stat holiday,
Well, I love it.
I guess.
Okay.
when I was a kid, I used to think you had to do a boxing, like fighting.
What's that?
A Clementine, anyone?
Too healthy.
No?
No.
You good?
Sticking with
Okay, I think we should probably jump into bones to pick.
Okay.
Because I think there's a few.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get some bones to pick.
Brian, do you have a bone to pick with anyone?
I do. Well, not with. Wait, does it have to be a person?
No.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick.
Yeah.
I want to hear.
Okay.
Tell us.
I love all the cafes in Franklin, right? Like I have my cycle.
Yeah.
There was a sign at one of the cafes up at the register that said, "Don't flirt with our staff."
Yeah. Then they flirt back at you, and you're like, "What are you flirting with me for?"
Yeah. It's like, first of all,
Yeah. I'm trying.
what
to be
is flirting?
I'm trying to be as unfriendly as possible.
Yeah.
You want me to be
Yeah.
Literally,
No, you're a
this
bigot.
morning. This morning, the girl was very friendly to me.
and is that flirting?
And I thought to myself,
Right.
you're being kind of friendly.
Yeah.
Ask
I've
me
had
my
the thought.
name.
Is that at our favorite establishment?
Well, that's not my favorite one anymore, but yes, one of the top ones.
Never been mine.
I think
Ever.
Don't flirt with
that's
our
my favorite.
staff.
That's my favorite.
I don't even like
But
that one.
new development.
Yeah.
So that's my bone to pick.
New dev?
New development on that. They took the sign away.
Stop. Oh, it's on. I'm gonna be so friendly now.
And now the joke is, what does that say about the people that work there now?
Right. They're just a bunch of flirts.
Or they're just not really like
Nobody's trying to flirt with
eligible.
them.
No one's trying to flirt.
Totally. Funny. Yeah, totally. When I went in, it's not like it's not like it's a club and they're hiring their staff
Right.
strategically.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
This isn't Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw that sign, I wanted to know like the conversation behind
How did that get there?
How'd that got there?
It's not Earl's.
So exactly, Earl's Girls.
Earl's girls.
So
That's
my
funny.
thing was, I just think it's so pretentious. My bone to pick is like, really, don't flirt. So
It's
first
very
of all,
like very narcissistic.
yeah, it's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I try to be friendly to all service
Yeah.
industry people.
I will say this. I was just in New York on the weekend and, people still hire, these smoke shows as the door girls, that seat you and greet you and whatever. And I have found that ugly women are so much better at that job.
Okay.
And ugly men, it's like,
because there's no distraction.
well,
or
no,
what?
because like,
They got nothing to lose.
yeah, exactly. Because smoke shows are just like all just
There's, like,
up
no
on them.
ulterior motive.
They're up on themselves.
Yeah.
They're like,
Right.
I'm cute. I'm hot. I'm like,
treat me a certain way.
totally. It's like, they're just like, oh, I just have this job, but I really have all these plans. Like somebody who's ugly is just kind of like, yeah, this is the best I could do. Like, hey, welcome. Mi casa, su casa.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they welcome you. They give you
No
a kiss.
social motives.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Or like awkwardness. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
perform.
No, our vibe is like we're cool and we have hot people that work here. It's like, okay, but like
I don't
typically
fit
it's like
in.
a horrible experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a bad
Or
experience.
I don't want to fit in. Anyways, that's my bone to pick. Anyone else? Bones to pick?
I have a highbrow bone to pick.
Ooh.
It's kind of highbrow. It's niche
Okay.
here, but I think
Did you put a sign on your door that says "Don't flirt"?
I did.
Yeah,
It's on there.
highbrow.
It's on there. It's keeping away. It's working well.
It's keeping Everett out.
Keeping Everett out.
What's your bone to pick?
I think I had this conversation this week. I was at an academic thing. Theology, I don't think sometimes people realize how it works. Theology is like fashion, and there's fads that come along. And I don't think when people talk, sometimes they realize I don't know if they really thought what they're thinking out versus just relying on a fad.
This is a fad.
This is a fad.
Yeah.
Like the new perspective, right? It was a fad. It's been around longer than a fad, but people get onto it like a fad, and then all of a sudden they start picking up the language, right? New covenant community,
2TJ.
God's covenant faithfulness, and then they're like, yeah, this is it. I've landed. And then it goes away and they're on to the next thing. Like and this was kind of neat because everybody thinks the book of Revelation has to do with empire now. Everybody.
That's the trend.
It's the trend, but they don't realize it's a trend. They don't realize they've read a few of these-
Empire.
It's all empire. They've read this, and that.
What's sad is they can't even define it.
And
And,
then
and those terms, those post World War II terms, like people can't even tell the difference between a nation and an empire.
And it's like they read the people that pushed this forward, and then they don't read the people that come behind it and say, "Yeah, see, this isn't what it's all about. It's a fad." And I was
Powerwas and Brueggemann are the ones that really popularized it.
this fad, this empire idea. And I was with some scholars this week, and they were critiquing it. And they're apocalyptic scholars. They're like, "Yeah, it's not always empire all the time. There's other things behind it." And so that just got me thinking about how it's like fashion.
good.
Things come along.
Yeah.
Is
and you
that-
pick it up
Come and go.
Is that
Come and
term Second Temple?
Second Temple Judaism. Yeah.
Is that like another
2TJ.
sort of fad? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I remember
2TJ
hearing
is
that
from the New
in like all the
Perspectives.
teaching, and it's like,
Yeah.
So it's so if you like something,
funny.
and you're going to use and pick up the language from it, great. But just realize
know the context.
It's not always the only way to go. There's other discussions being
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. And they're tells of where you've been digging.
had. 100%.
That's an educational bone to pick.
Yeah.
I learned something there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's better than mine. I was thinking about that or driving to.
It's
the
like
airport.
it's like if you're playing Fortnite and all of your terminology is Call of Duty.
Right. And
You know what I mean? And it's just like we know where you've been.
I remember I started this when I was doing my reading of the Book of Revelation. I put like the first year of my doctorate, and I put in the New Covenant community. And my advisor goes, "Well, we know you've been listening to N.T. Wright.
right.
Take it out. He's not doing anything in the apocalypse right now."
Totally, because NT Wright is like introductory. It's an introduction to the academic for your average 18-year-old.
But it's like,
Right?
it's like that's not even his that's his language in Paul that I'm trying to import into the Book of Revelation, and it doesn't work.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Why am I doing this? So you're importing something that doesn't belong somewhere, and you're getting your lines crossed. So it's helpful.
That's cool.
Yeah. People of God.
I love it.
Yeah. So the people of God here in the angel, is writing to the people of God here in Smyrna.
Yeah. So the New Covenant community in Smyrna.
The New Covenant community. Yeah.
Okay, get your NT right out.
I can laugh at that because now I understand
Yeah.
how that's kind of
Well,
funny.
that's all scholarship is really, is critiquing and making sure you're using the right language where it belongs. Not
Right.
all. That's not all it is, but it's part of it.
That's cool. And this, you can tell someone's basically cherry picking.
Oh yeah, cherry picking or following
Or
their
just-
favorite fads.
Right.
Totally. Exactly. Or just mostly you can tell where they've been, where they're coming at something.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's a great bone to pick.
I also wonder how often it is that people don't even actually understand the implications or understand what they're saying, but they just heard it and it sounded good, and they heard the general concept and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that," and they just hop on it.
Or they're just picking up the language.
Right.
They don't know
right.
how the language was developed.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have like people that say Jesus deconstructed. Right.
That's a great example, actually.
It's like
Totally, because it's like number one, you don't understand. You don't know what deconstruction is. Then
no, and
you have
like
absolutely no clue how the philosophy of that word, what's behind that word, what
Right.
that word means, why it's important to recognize that word it's a loaded
Imported.
word.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
You can't divorce the word deconstruction from all
the implications.
all of the popular, all of the thought leaders of the deconstruction movement. They use that word with intentionality, and they sort of, in many ways, own it, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's not like some historic word that you're pulling from the 14th century that has Old English meaning, and there's a ton of literature and uses, and you can
could reuse it properly.
Exactly. Or like the word nationalism. Like the word nationalism, it meant something before, some douchebag wrote a book about Christian nationalism. It's not, it has historic origins, and you can discuss what it means, if that makes sense. But you can't really repurpose. There's some words that you can't really repurpose because you have to pull them out of their colloquial context and their philosophical context.
Yeah.
And deconstruction is one of those words.
Okay, but you know what's frustrating to me about pastors that are trying to baptize the term deconstruction and saying that Jesus deconstructed is that it's not reformed pastors that are talking to, intellectuals, people that aren't deconstructing. It's pastors in Portland. It's pastors in New York, wherever, where half their congregation is deconstructing.
Right.
And I'm like, you're being so intellectually dishonest. And like, you're almost knowingly lying to these people because you know that they're going to take it in one context
and take that buzzword and be attracted to it.
And all you're like, it's just the popularity contest. Like you're not trying to speak the truth. You're just trying to say something that's palatable.
Well, that happens
to them.
That happens in theology all over the board. Like, again, back to the empire thing. What's funny is that people are saying
people are attracted to people that talk about that.
Empire,
right,
and they're so sure. But there's a great piece of scholarship out right now by Shane J. Wood. He's in Missouri, and he basically comes behind it and says it's not all about empire. It's actually you're missing the cosmic undertones about the book, about who the true empire is, and it's Satan and his kingdom. And it's like if you went all full tilt this way, you miss what's behind it, and you're just again following the fads and don't know what the words mean.
Yeah.
What's your bone to pick?
Yeah, I had a bone to pick.
Oh yeah, that's not enough. A little more, please, Bryan.
Oh, that's good.
That's better.
I wasn't able to go to church this Sunday.
You got whipped cream on your face.
Saving it for later. I wasn't able to go to church this Sunday. And so, thank you. And so I watched church online, and this might rustle some feathers, but
no such thing. But keep going.
Are you going to rustle my jimmies?
You watched the service.
Okay, there it is. Yeah. I have a bone to pick with online campuses and online campus pastors. Definitively not a campus. And I have like look up the definition of campus. It's not a campus. Stop calling it a campus. You're not an online pastor. You are not pastoring people online, because I was so frustrated. I checked out like 20 different churches because they all happen at 11 a.m. on a Sunday, right? And I'm looking at all these chats. Nothing's happening in the chat rooms on Sunday mornings. There's 15 people, and all you're doing is you're giving people an excuse not to come to church because now they have an option. And you go, oh, do you attend a church? Yeah, I attend the online campus of so-and-so. No, you do not. Right. Oh, who's your pastor? Oh, we have this online pastor. Oh, really? Okay, so that's your spiritual covering? That person is responsible for your spiritual growth? Right. Like you're just sitting in the chat room on Sunday? Really?
Just going deep.
Can we not do that anymore? Can we just
No, the best is those guys who like opened a campus in the metaverse. It's like you so don't get it that you're actually doing this. You know what I mean?
Okay, I think
our church is a video game.
Wow.
I think
that is some Acts 2 stuff.
I think my opinion on the issue is that online campuses as an ongoing thing should not exist. Online pastors should not exist. I think if you can't wrap your head around your service and not being online, I think that you should have a camcorder at the back of your auditorium and you use the audio from the mic on the camcorder.
like a surf forecast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that.
Worst
yes.
ever.
And you live stream it to your Facebook page. And if somebody happens to be away or they're sick, they can stream it that way.
Okay.
But stop putting such production into it that it gives.
Let me be the devil's advocate.
I hate it.
Let me be the devil's
I don't
advocate.
like it.
Okay. I think that online services are supplemental. So, for example, you said you couldn't go to church this morning, but you wanted to
On Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. So on Sunday, but you wanted to like do something or feel like you were part of something. So that's what you did. You streamed a service.
Right. I think a live stream is fine.
Okay. Yeah. Totally. I think that I agree.
So that's his distinction.
Yeah.
He's just saying don't go one level deeper and say you're an online campus and a pastor.
Yeah, it's not a campus at your church.
I agree. I see the need for streaming. I see the need for, look, there's like guys in the military and they want to feel like they're at church, but they can't, so, but they want to feel connected to their local church. They want to hear what their pastor's saying. I imagine that it would be pretty emotional for them, being over in Afghanistan, you just blew some dude's head off and you're just like, I need to go to church,
Or like my family's at that church right now.
Yeah.
And I can't be with them.
Yeah.
You're
right.
But those are exceptions, right?
And that's exactly what online services are. Online services
people aren't treating them
are
like
exceptions.
that. Yeah.
You're right. And that's obviously where churches need to stand up and go, okay, look, this is supplemental, so if you're in traction in the hospital, then
great.
Then watch this. But once your bones have healed, get your butt to church.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah. And that's my bone to pick. I think online campuses, online pastors, it just gives people an excuse not to come back to church.
I agree.
I agrees, and I mean those are strong words that you shared, and I'm kind of chewing through them, thinking about them too, and like I just don't like about the whole scenario is the mixed messages that you get. And maybe it's just pastors' gentle way of encouraging people, sort of like a passive aggressive way of saying we should be at church.
Yep.
But they say hi to the online church every time, and I'm just like,
okay,
I'm confused here. Anyways.
I got 2 bones picked really
All
quick.
right,
First
ready.
one, Tommy Fury wins his fight, I think on Saturday night, and then he called out Jake Paul.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's fight right now. And Jake Paul just sits there like a little girl. And that's the thing about boxing is that these guys won't do it except they can get paid. And
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
I'm a businessman.
I think that Jake Paul should 1,000% fight Tommy Fury.
He sent back terms.
I agree.
Good.
He's going to fight him in Ireland.
He won't win.
in UK.
He's not going to win.
Jake Paul's going to get destroyed.
No, he won't. Jake
Wow.
Paul's going to win.
Okay. Number 2.
We should bet on it.
Number 2. Sorry. This is the same bone to pick. Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul.
Jake Paul is...
I reckon Andrew Tate's going to win.
No, Jake Paul's all the odds too.
Crazy.
Have you seen the odds, dude?
That's crazy. He's
Jake
great.
Paul, I am loving Jake.
It's going to be
Brian, no, let me
it's going to be UFC, right?
No.
It's going to be a cage match. It's not going to be a boxing match.
Me,
It'll be boxing.
me and Brian have been friends for
But
like
Andrew Tate is a
He's a kickboxer.
I thought he was a UFC.
No, he does MMA and kickboxing.
MMA. That's what I'm saying. Is like Jake Paul for once should fight these guys in their actual lane, but he won't because he can't. He's 2D.
He has talked about going into MMA.
Yeah,
and doing
and
some
he will get
kickboxing.
literally destroyed.
Dude, I
Brian,
love it all.
He's a stand-up boxer. That's all he is.
Me and you have been friends for like 2 years, 2.5, something like that. Great friendship. But
Yeah.
the one thing about our friendship that I can go is your love for Jake Paul.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing? You know what feels great?
You're like a 9-year-old YouTuber.
Winning.
He's
Winning
he's
against
like,
Brian.
You know what
Brian
feels
winning
great?
Nobody's. It
Winning.
means nothing.
Dude,
it
Brian-
means nothing.
It does. It means everything.
It's like Tom Brady playing a high school football team.
No, it means something because every single person he's fought, you especially have said, oh, he's going to Anderson Silva's going to destroy him. Tyron Woodley's going to destroy him.
We were wrong.
Eat.
Yeah, he fought all these old people
baby.
or losers. And yes, he does really well.
It's not
True.
same thing.
Tyron Woodley's not old.
If an
and
NBA
he's not a loser.
If Michael Jordan played an NBA player 1-on-1 right now and lost, I wouldn't think that guy is great who beat him. I would just say Michael Jordan's old.
Yeah.
Great. I'm just saying, but you seem to buy into it every time and think that the person's going to win.
We know that Jake Paul isn't as good as it's all smoke and mirrors.
Dude,
If
I
he
think you're off on this.
If he fights somebody who is
Actually, you know who agrees with me is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is like, dude, don't cross Jake Paul. And
once
he's
Jake Paul fights somebody that is his age, that is his size,
We'll bet money.
he's dead.
Let's bet money.
Let's do it. What's
Fine.
the bet?
I won't-
What's the
absolutely.
bet?
I'll
What
bet
are
you
we-
$100.
What are we betting right now?
Yeah, let's do $100.
$100.
All right.
And something you have to do something on the show.
Is Manny Pacquiao
You gotta get a tattoo.
his size?
I bet Fran George a tattoo in the last Jake Paul fight.
And?
He has to get Jake Paul's initials.
He has to get Jake Paul. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's such an unlikable guy.
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Totally.
He's the worst of the worst.
Yep. All right. That was
Okay.
my bone to pick.
Second bone to pick.
Yeah, second bone to pick is I saw this week and it just kicked something off of me. But the airline industry. Again, here I'm back. I'm back here again.
Every
It's where you're. It's where you're at.
Totally, it's where I'm at, and like, and so I fly weekly, right?
Very weakly.
Very weekly, and it's insane how like what flying was, and what flying is now, right? So like even when I was a teenager, I remember flying, and like if you were in economy, you'd get a full meal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Hot
yeah, yeah.
meal.
Yeah, hot meal, exactly. And now,
If the flight was over an hour and a half or 2 hours.
yeah, totally. But now it's like, or there used to be tons of food that you could purchase. They used to have
Yeah.
like
Full menu.
sandwiches and
Yeah.
exactly.
Heat up a nice pizza.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing now. Even in first class, there's nothing.
Yeah. They had to thin out.
And then the airline lounges. The airline lounges, like, so I'm a Delta Diamond. I'm a million mile or whatever that means. Who cares? But it's like basically what I'm trying to say is I have the like some of the top status of an airline, and Delta is apparently supposed to be like one of the nicest ones, right? And the lounge food is absolutely horrible.
Really?
Yeah. It's not good.
I loved it
garbage.
last time.
And you know what
I
the
was
worst
there.
thing is they won't let you bring in if you want to go get real food.
They don't let you
They
bring
won't
it
let
in.
you bring it in.
You're kidding.
Exactly. So it's like you pay all this money to be a lounge. So I've been literally emailing and going, I'll pay more money
To get.
to just create a section for somebody like me,
Right.
who I'm traveling all the time. I will pay more money for the lounge
For higher quality food?
Exactly. Create a higher tier or something. But like,
Interesting.
it's just crazy.
I don't know if it's the Dutch in me. Every time I'm in the lounge, for whatever reason, I love the food and I milk it. Like I get like 10 out.
Could be, bro. The other thing too is
I love the food.
The and they've taken away. You know how like the Delta lounges, the bars used to be like self-serve, like a ton of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they have bartenders, and some of these people are like the most annoying. It is painful for me to like. I'm at the point where I'm just like, maybe I should fly another airline. I flew American Airlines this last
Good
weekend.
airline. It's a good airline.
It's a good airline.
It's a good Detroit thing to say.
It's like half
Underrated.
Yeah, their first class is like half the price of
I've been
Delta's
saying
first
it.
class.
I've been saying it for 2 years.
And they go to a lot of places,
I'm-
especially from the East Coast here.
I was a frequent Delta flyer, and then when I started coming out to Palm Desert, I like the DFW layover. I started taking American out. Most of my stuff now is on American. I like it better.
Interesting.
And people are like, "Oh, Delta's great." Well, because they have the TVs on the screen. But after you've watched all the movies, what are you going to do?
Totally, I don't exactly.
Yeah, I don't watch movies on flights anymore.
Me
Anyways.
neither. I have my iPad, and I just watch stuff. I watch my own stuff because the Delta content is absolutely garbage.
I think
Garbage.
I think the customer service with Delta can't be beat.
Half the movies on Delta, you don't even know what they are.
Can't be beat. Like as soon as I call Delta, like I don't even have to put my Sky Miles number in. They just go, "Oh, welcome, Everett Wood," and they call me back within 2 minutes.
You're right. Their customer service is better than American by far.
And they will do anything for you. For example, a good hack, if you have probably gold or up status with Delta, if you call within 72 hours of your flight, if you just make the effort to call them and you stay on the phone, if you ask them to upgrade you to first, 8 times out of 10, they just upgrade you to first. If you ask them.
Never tried this.
Okay, you guys ready for the
try
next
it.
segment?
Yeah.
We're going to go right into this. We just did Bones to Pick, but this is our
Yes.
Thanksgiving episode,
Bones
so
to
we
pick.
have to share something we're thankful for.
Who are we starting with? Let's start with Chris, the most unthankful person.
Yes! What
It's not
are you
trying to
thankful
find.
for?
It's not trying to find things that I'm. It's not hard to find one thing I'm thankful for. It's narrowing it down.
Ooh.
To one thing that I'm thankful.
Whittle
for.
it down.
I'm thankful for you guys.
Aww.
Oh,
I'm thankful for our subscribers, our TheosU subscribers, who on a regular mail in and tell us that they're watching. Thank you.
Thank you, subscribers.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
I'm thankful for a young man who TM'd me this morning and said, "Can you please unblock me from TheosU memes?"
Did you unblock him yet?
No, of course not. I told him he needed to DM us
A meme, an original meme, right?
to TheosU, an original funny meme.
This is
Has he sent one in yet?
This is a good spot to make a public service announcement. There's been so many people blocked that when
They're in jail, right?
They're in jail. When
On
people,
December 15th, everybody gets freed.
Your birthday?
My birthday.
okay, legitimately,
My 40th. It's the year of
Jubilee.
I mean, my 50th is the year of
Let's
Jubilee,
say
obviously, but 40th we're going to
let's say if Pete Smith calls and says, "Hey, you blocked me, let me back in," and he gives us what we need, and we go to look, it doesn't allow us to scroll all the way back down to those people. I've tried to unblock. We've tried to unblock a lot of people, and we just can't get to the bottom of that. It's a tech issue.
There's literally, oh, really? Because it won't even.
It won't let you go down. So some of the people that legitimately do what we've tried to
Should be
unblock.
out of jail.
What we need to do is just unblock the.
We need to do a benefit concert.
Once you unblock the whole one thing, then a bunch more will.
Are we going to do a benefit concert to get to for those people that are stuck in jail?
I think that we should leave the Young Earthers in, though. I'm just going to be honest. The Young Earth group really takes jokes bad.
Oh, maybe we can talk about Young Earth stuff in the post show today.
For sure.
Because I'd like to learn a little bit. I need to figure out what I am.
Oh.
And I need your help.
I was with a Hebrew
well,
scholar.
we went to the same school, so you were taught to be a young earther. That's for sure.
You
I
what?
know, but-
You what?
I was with a Hebrew scholar this week, and I said, "Would you have freshmen come in and ask the Young Earth, Old Earth question?" He goes, "I can't stand those either of them."
I know, but I saw Nate define
He
old
doesn't
Earth
like the
by
question.
something else.
He
And I'm
doesn't-
like, wait, maybe I
doesn't-
am old
Here,
Earth.
let's
Anyways, we'll
save
wait.
it. Save it.
Okay,
save
hold
it.
on.
He doesn't
We're
like the
being
question.
thankful. We're being thankful,
Yeah.
right?
What's up, everybody? It's Rob here, your minister of happiness, and I'm joined today with my BFF and handsome sidekick, Mr. Chris Palmer, single.
Did you say sidekick or psychic?
Side. I don't think he'd be a good sidekick, man. Can you see what's coming?
That would be a really bad sidekick.
Yeah, and I don't need a sidekick anymore.
that's what I'm having.
Yeah, my wife's standing right over there, so we should just move this along.
And move it along.
Anyway, you're looking very handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about David Campbell, because we love David Campbell, don't we?
Yeah, we do. He's a good guy and a great scholar.
Dude, David and his wife are already some of my favourite people in the world, so I love those guys. David did an amazing course, and Chris is going to tell us a bit more about it.
We had a conversation in the post show about the Young Earth and Old Earth. I think it started on the meme page this week when we were discussing or putting memes up about the Young Earth, and they got really upset and they got mad. But we have a course on it. People always on the meme page say, "Do you have courses, or you guys just make memes?" We have a full course on Genesis. And we look at the theology of the book and how it moves forward. We don't get bogged down with the old earth, young earth question. We believe it's an important question, but we also want to move the narrative forward. So if you have questions about young earth, old earth, where you should side, how you should read the Genesis narrative, this class is a perfect class for you to begin. I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed.
My 15-year-old just asked me a question, honestly, this week about dinosaurs. Does David talk about that?
You know what? You just have to take the course and find out.
All right, blessings.
Okay, I am thankful for Franklin. I freaking love Franklin.
Dude,
Same.
that's what I was gonna say.
Don't leave me hanging. I like Franklin, and this is the crazy thing. I went on a date with Tiff to Nashville last night. How crazy is it? Growing up in Ontario, Canada, to go to the big city was Toronto, and you are 2 hours minimum getting in.
Sucks.
Yeah,
And it's not great.
it's a real
Going to
worst case
Nashville
Ontario.
is sick.
yeah,
And it's
half
only
hour away.
half hour away. Concerts all the time. People. I ran into Aaron Sterling again last night
Did you?
at the concert. I met my favorite artist of the last 5 years last night at the venue as well, Thad Cockrell. And anyways, I'm thankful for Franklin.
Yeah, I was also.
Franklin is like if Elmira was a city.
Right.
Yeah,
Even better though, because there's
Yeah, better.
freedom here.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, I genuinely. I was also going to say that I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful
Thanklin.
for Thanklin, Tennessee. Yeah, it's home here.
Okay, we have a next segment. Chris and I have prepared a little game for you two.
Wow.
And the game is called
Do you have any?
Who Said It?
Do you have any music, like game music on
Whodunit.
on that board of yours? Ever?
No, you didn't give me any time to prepare, man. I would have.
Well, we have one song.
The problem is,
Play the one song we've got.
no. Will there be a copyright?
No, this is a royalty-free song.
Yeah,
Oh,
royalty-free song.
Okay, this segment is called "Who Said It? A Preacher or a Celebrity?"
Oh, this is good.
We're gonna keep everybody unnamed.
Unnamed, and then what? No. Once they guess if it's a preacher or celebrity, we say their name. Who said it?
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, first. Okay, we can turn off the music.
Okay, ready for this?
I'm so
Yep.
ready.
Never give up on something you love.
Preacher or celebrity?
Both.
That's one or the other.
One or the other. Come on.
Preacher.
Yes. Preacher?
Yeah.
Preacher.
It is Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Although I think some people look at her like a preacher, but okay. Next, it's 0-0. What does the winner get? This slice of this cherry pie.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you're dreaming about that's out of your reach, that you can't accomplish, that's too big, too much, too hard? Dare to believe. Dare to ask. Dare to dream.
Definitely Joel Osteen.
Oh!
That's got to be a preacher.
Nate sunk it and the name.
Oh, sunk it and dunk it.
That's amazing.
That's worth that's a 2-pointer. It's 2-0.
All right,
Okay,
that's
Everton. You got to be quick on this, guys.
Okay. When I don't actually know the preacher's name that said this.
No!
I blew it.
Okay, you guys guess if a preacher said this.
All right.
When somebody gets a new car, celebrate like it's yours. If you don't honor what God did for them, he can't move for you because his hands are tied.
Oh, yeah. My hands are tied now.
It sounds like
That sounds like Creflo Dollar.
yeah,
Okay,
definitely Kojic.
Yeah.
okay. The only responsible repose would be to pass legislation to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land.
Preacher or celebrity?
Celebrity.
Preacher. Warnock.
Nope, that was Joe Biden, celebrity.
Oh.
2-1. 2-1. Okay. I can't define God, so to be open to the mystical mystery of God is a natural part of myself.
Preacher.
Wait, say it again.
I can't define God, so to be open to the mystical mystery of God is a natural part of myself.
Yeah, I mean, sure, preacher.
And that was Oprah.
Oprah.
What? Yeah.
It's the line is scary sometimes.
I know.
The line
It is.
I know.
You're imagining preachers
like-
who could say that.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something John Mark Comer would say.
Okay, premature possession leads to partial promise.
Premature. Oh, that's a
Definitely a
preacher.
preacher.
Yeah, all that alliteration.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Todd.
Ding, 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 ding.
2 points for Nate.
And Ever got one because he guessed preacher. So it's 4.
Can you read it again?
4-2.
I didn't even know it doesn't even make sense.
Premature.
But it sounds good.
Yeah. I can just,
Does it sound good, though?
I can just imagine when he's like running this, he's like, this is fire.
freaking amazing.
Do you think he wrote it?
Of course.
No, Ghost. That was Ghost
Yeah, it
written
was
for
Ghost- it was
sure.
Ghost
It's so good.
Premature possession leads to partial promise. I'll break it down.
Premature.
Yeah, okay. So he's
possession.
talking about like the Israelites, maybe.
Okay, go with it.
If you get something before you're ready for it,
Yeah.
that's premature possession.
Yeah.
Leads to partial promise.
What's the partial promise?
This he probably is talking about the Israelites in the wilderness,
Okay.
and they went anyways.
Did
Okay,
they
next
get?
one.
Did they get
All
a
I
partial?
know is if you're thinking this is going to be a handle that people can just grab and they'll understand it, you were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a pretty smart guy. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's like
All right.
Okay. Ready?
What's
ready?
the score? 4-2.
4-2.
Okay. There is nothing to prove and nothing to protect. I am who I am, and it's enough.
Celebrity.
Nate.
celebrity.
It actually is a preacher, Mr. Richard Rohr.
Oh.
Does that count?
He's a celebrity, I guess you'd say.
What
but
did you say?
There's nothing to prove and nothing to protect. I am who I am, and it is enough.
Aw. Richard Rohr, you are your own snowflake. You get him, buddy.
Okay. Your thoughts become things.
What?
Preacher.
Preacher.
It's actually Rhonda Byrne from The Secret, and that is pretty scary because a lot of preachers are using her
Actually
back
say
in,
that.
in 06. I remember I was at a church in 06.
I don't know who that is.
She's the author of The Secret.
I don't know what that is.
The law of attraction.
Okay.
It's a real syncretistic book that used actually Mark 11:22-24 to talk about the law of attraction. And a lot of preachers were using it, but it was very new age.
What was her quote?
Your thoughts become things.
Your thoughts become things.
That's totally a preacher thing, though, too.
Yeah.
Okay, what next one?
Okay, I just want to create space for people to be as they are without any judgment whatsoever and to remind them that there's nothing wrong with them.
Preacher.
Hashtag self-care.
There's nothing wrong with them?
Yeah.
Preacher.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like, Glennon Doyle or something.
So we're both. You're saying preacher. You're saying not preacher or preacher.
What is Glennon Doyle?
She's a sociologist, maybe.
Okay. Anyways, I guess celebrity. I'm saying
It's a preacher. Ever with a point.
What is it?
Who is
it's
it?
not a preacher.
That's Michael Gunger.
Is he a preacher?
That falls more to the preacher than the celebrity.
He's one of each. He's sort of like a pastor celebrity. Or
Okay,
what is
I'm going to
he?
give it to Everett. He sides on the preacher side, I think.
he is definitely a ministry.
Yeah.
Okay.
A ministry,
All right.
a former
Is he-
ministry figure.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still?
I actually was listening to his
Kinda.
old album last week, and it was great.
He's amazing.
I know that.
His
I know
music is incredible.
I know that he used to be. I thought he was fully apostate.
His
now.
album Ghost.
Like-
I think it's Ghost
Oh,
Upon
wow.
the Earth. I love that album.
Incredible. He's a freak of nature. Okay, so it's 4-3.
Yeah, there's one left. This is
Okay,
it.
ready?
This is it.
This is for the
You are God's agenda.
Celebrity. Did Chris Pratt say that?
Hold on. Okay.
That's a preacher.
It is a preacher.
Nate wins. Ding 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 ding.
That is such a. See, this is why.
This is a problem.
This is why I can't be a charismatic anymore.
Yeah. Nate's coming
Honestly.
the Pentecostal side. So
This,
what
you know what?
what would be the silver thread in all of these? Like, what's the silver lining?
It's all about you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
God is just chasing me.
Star 67.
Let's do it.
Star 67. Okay, so we got I got some info from somebody that wanted us to do a Star 67, but you did too.
Are we being? Yeah.
We got two suggestions.
Did Rob forward it to you?
That makes the third suggestion. We have three.
Oh, really? Okay, so what are
Let's hear them all.
options here?
Let's hear them
Well,
quick.
let's hear what you got, Everett.
Okay, so this is Pastor Daryl Dumas from Touching Hands Ministry, who could
Touching.
potentially be a great candidate for prank call.
Okay, why?
And apparently, well, I don't know. I don't know anything about him, but
we have
apparently it's a personal number.
Do we have a call-in contact?
Hold on. Before you go there,
Did you respond and say, hey, what's the contact?
What do you mean? What's the contact?
Like, do we have a number?
Yeah.
before you go there, there was somebody who is family friends with Lester Summerall's grandson,
Oh.
who is a pastor,
Oh.
and has asked us and requested that we have Lance call him, maybe to invite himself to preach at the church.
Lester Summerall's grandson?
Yeah,
He's a pastor in Indiana.
pastor in
apparently.
Indiana. I have his personal and his.
Okay, what if we call Krishan Durantham the pastor of Hillsong, New York City, and we tell him that, I'm a Mormon. I just moved to New York City. I have like 11 wives, and half of them want to go to Hillsong, New York City.
And the other half want to go to Tim Keller's church.
Yeah. Oh no, the other half want to go to C3. Brooklyn.
And what should we do?
Just be like, I don't know what to do.
Dude,
I'm so
that's
confused.
really good. Who do you want to do it as? Like a new character?
Huh?
Because Lance wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, Lance wouldn't make sense.
Will he recognize your voice?
Lance Cunningham.
Will Krishan recognize your voice, though?
Yeah, probably. That's what we'll get Chris to do it.
I'm not really much of a prank caller. I could try.
Brian, you want to try it?
I could try. I don't know, man. I'm willing to try.
Okay,
I don't know if I'm quick enough on my feet.
Hi. Dude, he'll recognize you.
Yeah, dude. What's a more Mormon accent? Like
He'll
where
recognize
are
you.
Mormons? Like Utah.
Yeah,
How do
Utah.
Utah people talk?
They don't really have like accent. I think they're just from
You'd have to be
Utah.
sort of slick and savvy, right?
Yeah.
Like do you have like a low, like sort of?
Well, my name is George, and I have just moved to the city.
You kind of sound. Yeah.
I've been married. I have 12 wives, and I don't know. That could be good.
You're getting high again.
What about like a?
I got 12.
Yeah. What about the Eastern European accent? But that's not Mormon.
No.
I could do an Indian one. Like from India.
I want to know. I have three.
Actually, you could.
I call.
It'd get me canceled, but I'd do it. Who else?
I love the concept.
What's that?
Colin Krishan.
Yeah, with the dilemma.
Yeah, it could be good. Lance Cunningham. See, Lance likes to call prayer lines.
See, I think but Lance also needs to insert himself.
What if Lance calls the Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall?
Yeah, and tries to evangelize. Dude,
Yeah, let's do that.
like a local one.
Yeah, let's call a local one.
Jehovah's Witness Franklin.
Yeah, just say, hey, we're having a Thanksgiving. We're just calling some of the churches in the area.
I've got a number.
But it's really important that we nail some doctrine before we work together.
615.
Will you confess that Jesus Christ is Lord?
Dude, and get to the finer points. Really hook them in.
Yeah.
790.
John chapter 1, y'all believe that Jesus is a God. He is a Logos.
2328.
Oh.
What is their hang up in John 1? Do you remember
it's about Trinity.
No. It's the divinity of
What
Christ.
is this? The Church of Latter-day Saints?
Yeah.
No, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jeho.
Oh, yeah.
No, they say there's no Trinity in the Bible.
Yeah, but the big one is the divinity of Christ, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say that Jesus is a son.
Yeah, he's like brothers with Lucifer.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for star 6 7s.
Do you believe in the triune God?
I think for star 6 7s from now on,
God
we
of God?
should.
He believes as a separate entity, but not part of the Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Created.
I think star 6 7s
Yes.
from now on, we should follow in Brother Terry's footsteps, and the goal should be that you have to get them to make you have to get them to hang up on you. Brother Terry,
By the end of it, you gotta
Brother
hook 'em in.
Terry
You gotta hook 'em
goes
in.
full.
Yeah, he goes.
He literally had a Scientologist call him psychotic.
It's true.
But the other thing is you got to hook them in. You can't go full.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to hook them in, and then you turn.
Now, the crazy has to build, but it has to slowly and subtly build its way in.
I know. I watched that clip of Bro Tear. That was freaking. Okay, ready?
Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. Kingdom Hall.
You have reached the Kingdom Hall of Jehovas Witnesses in Bryan, Tennessee.
Hang up.
For information.
All right, let's try another one.
Okay. World headquarters 845 524 3000. This is in New York.
Okay.
Jehovas Witnesses, good afternoon. How may I help you?
Hi there. My name is Lance Cunningham, and I'm wondering if I could talk to somebody about a community outreach that I'm planning.
About what? Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, I'm wanting to put together a community outreach. We want to give away a bunch of food for at Thanksgiving to a bunch of families in need, and I wanted to just see if y'all Kingdom Hall wanted to partner with us.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and where do you call from, please?
I'm calling today from Gainesville, Florida, but I think calling. Is this the head office in New York?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people in need in New York City. A lot of people that need food there for Thanksgiving.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, hold on, please. I will connect you with someone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Service Department Front Desk. I may direct your call.
Hi there. My name is Lance Cunningham. I'm calling from Gainesville, Florida, and I'm looking to make a donation for Thanksgiving giveaways for next week.
Okay, one moment. Let me transfer you.
Just tell them you have money.
Hello, Service Department.
Hi there. My name is Lance Cunningham. I'm a pastor down here in Gainesville, Florida, and I'm looking to make a donation for Thanksgiving giveaways for next week.
Okay, and thank you very much. And particularly, what is you're donating for? Sorry, maybe I didn't understand.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Well, it's going to be Thanksgiving next week. There's going to be a lot of people that don't have food, and I'm just wanting the gospel to be furthered and the love of Jesus Christ. So I'm just looking to make a donation with I've always had a heart for New York City and for New York, and I wanted to, my wife and I, we wanted to give a large donation to a ministry that's on the ground. And so I Googled, I'm a kingdom minded guy, and I just believe in the kingdom. I mean, the gospel of the kingdom is what Jesus preached. And so I just put in gospel kingdom and y'all's number came up.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for all your work and all the consideration too. And like you said, that's what Jesus said. We have to remember, especially those in need. So as far as donations, this number is not something we could assist you with. We do have a volunteer work that we do worldwide, and the information's on our website, jw.org. But I think as far as something for ministries on the ground for Thanksgiving or something like that, it might be a little bit different. Maybe another group, I would think, would be doing that kind of activity. And we're focused on the Bible education work, and then we do things like disaster relief too. But maybe we could ask you to just look at the jw.org, and then it would have the information there as to if you would like to make a donation. It's all there on the website. So.
Okay. Now,
thank you very much.
Before I go on the website, I just make a gift. I just wanted to know if I wanted to just kind of familiarize myself with some of your doctrinal statements, because my wife and I we're big on doctrine, and we wanted to just make sure that the organization that we're given to, is a good Christian organization.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, please go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering if we could go through the Athanasian Creed.
Well, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have, but to be honest, I think that it's best mentioned on our website, jw.org. It has all of the information there as to the scriptures that we base the teachings on, and I think that might be the best place to start. So,
okay. Well, I wouldn't be able to get to the internet. I was in the public library where I got y'all's website yesterday, and so I wouldn't be able to get to it, maybe till Friday. But y'all believe you confess that the Lord Jesus Christ is God's Son, and He's both God and human equally, correct?
Well, you're right. We believe that Jesus is God's Son, but we just look at what Jesus said about the matter, and that he says that the Father is greater than him. And so he mentioned there was a separation between the two. So In the first chapter of Colossians, it mentions that Jesus Christ is the firstborn of all creation. So, showing that he is our Savior and he is God's Son, as he stated. But as the Apostle Paul wrote, he's the creation, the firstborn of all creation. And then his Father is the Creator.
Okay, so you believe that Jesus is created? He's not uncreated, because in the Athanasian Creed, it states that Jesus is uncreated.
And the Athanasian Creed you're quoting is, what are you referring to there?
Oh, I'm just referring to the Athanasian Creed that says that Jesus is uncreated and that he's God eternally.
That's right. So Jehovas Witnesses, we just use the Bible.
Oh, this is Jehovas Witnesses?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Oh, I think I got my wires crossed.
No problem.
Well, would you like to know Jesus, the eternal, uncreated, divine one? Would you like to have an intimate relationship with him? Well, I have you.
Well, as Jehovah's Witnesses, we are very active in our Bible teaching work, and Jesus is our Savior, and he, by his ransom, he's the only way we can approach God. So that's what we're doing, and this is the purpose of this line here is we're able to offer spiritual assistance and work with the congregations of Jehovah's Witnesses. So,
well,
I think at this point,
I'd love to offer you some
ahead.
spiritual. I'd love to offer you some spiritual assistance if you'd like. Kind of reverse mentoring, so to speak.
Right. Well, that's not the purpose of our call here and the work that I'm doing. So I appreciate your efforts, but we'll just ask you to, if you don't mind, you can share with someone else. But we're quite fine here. So thank you so much.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just one last thing before I leave, because I'm going to be praying for you. But I'd like to know. You don't mind solicitation, do you?
Well, I guess if you just define what you mean by the word solicitation.
Well, I mean, like, knocking on doors and such.
Well,
kind of like how I'm calling you and I'm knocking on your door.
Yeah. Well, Jesus said to go make disciples, didn't he, in Matthew chapter 28?
And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now with you.
Yeah.
Why? Are you calling again?
You want to talk to them?
Yeah, dude.
Sing a song.
Give me the guitar.
You got that piano.
No, give me the guitar. Guitar's more fun.
Good afternoon, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Hello.
Hello. How can I help you?
I'd like to sing a song for you today.
All right. But I am just an operator, and I have a lot of calls coming in. Can I connect you to somebody else that can help you, perhaps?
This is a song for you. I believe
You don't
in
know me,
God
though.
our Father. I believe in Christ the Son. I believe in the Holy Spirit. Our God is three to one. Did you like that?
That was very nice. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Have a good day.
Oh my goodness.
That was a great call.
Those Johos.
Those Johos.
Oh, this is Jehovah's Witness. I got my wires crossed.
You got you got him with the solicitation part.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. That was awesome. Okay. Just one quick thing. We're opening up just one new segment here.
Okay.
We would like for people to submit a 1-minute video, email to wham@theosu.ca about a pastor that you think is very just faithful in teaching the Bible, that they could be your pastor or whatever. We're working on something, and we just need some submissions for that. Is that too vague?
But to clarify, this isn't like frivolous submissions. This is
real.
Actual. Okay.
Like awesome. Submit awesome pastors.
Okay.
Just their name, who they are, what you love about them. Okay. We're almost done. We're almost going to go into the post show.
Everett's mailbag?
Yeah. You want to open up the mailbag?
Yeah. I don't have a lot in my mailbag. I got to be honest. I guess people haven't had a lot of complaints.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's give them some.
Let's get that. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Right. I think should we ask them another question?
Yeah.
Our viewers.
Yeah.
Let's get them to submit something. Let's see what they're made of.
Okay, so we're standing actually, with Rob Galt, who is the Minister of Happiness at TheosU. Rob interacts with a ton of our church accounts. You may or may not know this, but if you are a pastor of a church and you want to buy some TheosU subscriptions, you can buy them in bulk, and we give you very, very, very special pricing. So tell us a little bit about that.
Thanks, Nathan. TheosU for churches is basically a way of introducing TheosU subscriptions to churches, amazingly enough. And the way that we're doing that is we're using language like employment benefit or volunteer reward. You may have a large staff, you may have a small staff. Don't let that preclude you from joining us. We basically want to partner up with churches everywhere and anywhere to get good theology into the hands of your people. So one of the things that we're discovering when we're doing these calls is that a lot of pastors are concerned about just crappy theology coming through the back door, and especially with, but not exclusive to, some younger guys that just maybe don't have that balance of good influence, orthodoxy and whatnot, and they're getting a lot of stuff from TikTok, YouTube. We're on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we're on TikTok, but they're getting a lot of stuff that is coming in, and then before they know it, there's bad theology going around that they never thought to curb. And so this is our way of helping you get this at a discount for your staff, your people, and we throw in some juicy goodies as well.
That's cool. And this is a way that people can upskill is the word I was looking for, right? So like you're a theologian, or rather everybody say theologian, but you're a worship leader, let's say, and and they're the worst, exactly, number one offenders. Or you're a youth pastor and you're like, man, where do I start? And we, help churches upskill.
Yeah, so one of the questions that we talk about a lot on these calls is like the range, just the sheer range that we've got in TheosU, right? So like we've got systematic theology, right? If you want a big deep dive, that's there for the guys who need that. But we've also got like the hot topics on transgender, alcohol, what are some of the good hot topics? Like deconstruction, big one right now. So the bases are covered for pretty much anybody within the scale of ministry. Like we've got senior pastors that are digging into Clubhouse that love the depth that we go to on that, and we've got young guys that are coming in that are like, okay, I didn't actually have a position on this, or I did, but it came from the news, it came from politics or whatnot, and now I've got one based on good theology. So that's the whole range.
Check it out. Email Rob. What's your email?
rob@theosu.ca.
rob@theosu.ca. No spam, no inappropriate messages, okay?
I've not had a gift yet.
He will take digital gifts. Starbucks, he loves Starbucks, okay? NFTs, non-fungible tokens, thanks, Rob. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, mate.
Somehow I'll make a man. You know that song?
Nope.
Hope he doesn't see right through me. Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river, a man. Okay, never mind.
I don't know.
It's just in my head. Sometimes I just gotta.
I liked where it was going.
I gotta play it out.
I like where that was going.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you guys hear about the prices of beers at FIFA World Cup?
Yeah, $100. $100 a beer.
Yep.
That's because it's a country of prohibition. In Qatar, they're gonna jack the price up. Qatar is you can't drink alcohol there.
Yeah. Did you hear that they're shutting down all these news stations that are just trying to do regular FIFA broadcasts too?
Isn't Qatar like
FIFA's so corrupt, dude?
But hold on, isn't Qatar? Don't they have a huge party scene?
Yeah, but you can't have alcohol there.
What do they party with?
It's a Muslim country.
They party with their Ferraris.
Yeah. Yeah, Muslims can't drink, but they can do cocaine and they can smoke cigarettes. But drinking,
no. In Qatar, if you get caught doing that stuff, it's major penalties. Muslim countries are all like that, huge penalties.
It's so dumb that FIFA would approve that for the World Cup.
Yeah,
it's just going to force people to.
They didn't even have stadiums either.
No. Did you
see
they build
the pyramids?
They built them out of shipping. They built them out of shipping containers. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, it's the first. There's FIFA stadium that can be taken apart after the World Cup.
Look.
They made it out of sea cans.
Wow,
that is hilarious.
It's actually insane.
Who's projected to win the World Cup?
Holland. Okay, it's actually made out of sea cans.
Who looks really good? I mean, Belgium looks good again.
Isn't that nuts?
They've got Lukaku.
Wow.
They got De Bruyne. You know, the usual suspects.
Yeah.
France looks good.
And Italy's nowhere to be found for the second time in a row.
Holland.
Dude, Italy won the
Portugal
won the
looks
Euro.
good
I
this
know,
year.
they're not in it.
Portugal could
Would anyone like some apple cider?
Sure.
Germany's always a contender. Denmark looks good this year. Denmark.
It's so
England.
England. It's funny because I love the Premier League, but I hate the English national team.
Why is that?
They're just
Nate, did you want some?
They're all such. They just all seem like such betas. I don't like the guys on their team.
It's all the you know why English soccer players seem like betas? It's because of all of the stuff that all the pride flag armbands that they have to wear. It's all like the genuflecting that they have to do to woke culture. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It makes them look like.
And England does that a lot on their soccer
yeah.
teams.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah. The EPL is like the most woke league ever.
My
and
issue-
the English just take it.
My issue is like I've never been a soccer watcher. The only soccer I've ever watched is with you guys, which is Premier League, and it's actually fun soccer. It's great pace.
it's
they actually
the best.
move. But anything other than that I've watched is just a snooze fest. Is it not? It's so slow.
It's noise fest.
Yeah, I think I like Italian soccer. I watch Italian soccer.
Shivers.
Aren't they the ones that are like super like they're like pansies too? Like they fall over.
Yeah, it's definitely French soccer is definitely like that.
Like have you seen that clip where they show like a bunch of English or whatever Italian soccer players fall over, and then they show Ovechkin getting hit in the mouth with a puck, and he just goes, and then he gets back on the ice.
I love how Canadian is comparing hockey to soccer right now.
You gotta.
That's very Canadian.
At least one last night. John Tavares got his 400th goal of his career.
John Tavares sounds like an actor that I don't
Tavares.
know. That's an action movie, so I've never heard.
Johnny T. Okay, well, this has been the episode. Thank you for joining us.
I hope that your Thanksgiving is wonderful. I hope that you eat a lot of good food.
Gobble.
I hope that you rest. I hope that you sleep after the turkey. Got to get that Thanksgiving nap. What do you
tryptophan.
have to do on Thanksgiving?
Tryptophan nap for sure.
Watch the Lions die to death.
I'll definitely watch some football.
The Lions.
What are your Thanksgiving traditions?
Watching the Lions get killed.
Yeah.
That's the tradition. I'm from Detroit, so Michigan, just outside of Detroit, and every single year at noon, the Lions play
And they lose.
and they die, and our family would eat at 4 o'clock. So by the time 4 o'clock rolls around, the Cowboys are getting started. The Lions have lost. Our family gets killed at 4, and everybody's talking about how bad the Lions suck. And that
Never ends.
And hey, have you noticed about Thanksgiving that you like spend the whole day cooking and the night before, and dinner's done in 15 minutes?
No,
So true.
really? Oh, dude, my family does like.
Oh.
You guys had
no. We would have.
You guys got issue. My family does like 4-hour dinners.
No.
Oh yeah. My family. Yeah. Starter like you just vibe. Everybody's talking. Everybody's drinking wine. Oh, our family dinners is the best.
Ours would be done in 15 minutes. I mean, it was great. Good food and stuff, and then it's like, okay, dinner time. We eat, and then it's over.
And then does everyone hang around?
People hang around, and then we used to play Boulder Dash.
Nice.
Family used to play it, and then as we got older, people left earlier. And it was just like, okay, it's not the same.
I'm like trying to figure out. We're making 2 traditions. We have our U.S. Thanksgiving, which is new. We've done something sort of as our crew, right?
And then you have fake Canadian Thanksgiving.
And I have amazing Canadian Thanksgiving.
Canadian Thanksgiving sucks.
I'll tell you why it's awesome.
Real thing.
It's not real. Canadian Thanksgiving isn't real.
I'll tell you why it's great.
It's fake.
Number one, the trees are actually changing at that time. It's magic to go into Canada. The drive, it's just beautiful.
Canada sucks. Keep going.
And then I get 2 Thanksgiving meals, which is awesome, like bonus. And then the girls have Thanksgiving break. Sorry, they have a fall break, it's called, and it falls on Canadian Thanksgiving. So we have time off school. So I'm loving it.
You did nothing of this. None of this matters for what Canadian Thanksgiving actually is.
I think okay.
What do you mean?
Canadian Thanksgiving is it's a fake Thanksgiving. It's on a Monday.
But Thanksgiving for me is all about family and like being.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but it's not American. American Thanksgiving is actually real.
Yeah,
a Monday holiday is not Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
Oh, and
Thanksgiving is on a Thursday.
I'm saying I'm thankful for both. And it's amazing.
An American Thanksgiving food is way better than Canadian Thanksgiving food. So Canadians eat the same stuff for Thanksgiving as they do for Christmas.
Correct.
But Americans,
I love it.
They do the cornbread pudding. They do green bean casserole. Oh my God, they do mac and cheese,
completely
spiral
different meal.
cut ham.
Completely different meal.
So
it's
much
on a
better.
Thursday, bro. It's on a Thursday.
Hey, I love it. I'm not chirping American Thanksgiving at all.
Yeah, but I mean, the Canadian Thanksgiving isn't even real. It's not Thanksgiving. It's fake.
You're not real.
It's always been fake. And like when people, and then I remember like Canadians being like, "Yeah, we already had Thanksgiving." They're like, "What?" No. And then I realized, oh yeah, we actually don't have Thanksgiving.
No, it's harvest.
Yeah, exactly. It's
celebrating
a
the
Monday
harvest.
off, and then you have like a meal with your family.
You can also golf, by the way. I golfed at Thanksgiving. That was incredible.
You can golf here too.
Yeah, and freeze your buns off.
The weather right now is not normal. It's going to be warm next week.
Well, I am excited.
Thanksgiving is supposed to be American Thanksgiving is freaking legit.
We're going to miss his deep fried turkey this year.
Where are you going?
Italia.
Oh, you're going to Italy. That's right.
See, but we're gonna do
say.
We're gonna do a Thanksgiving or a Christmas party with that turkey.
Yeah, we got to do something.
Yeah, we gotta.
I started deep frying a turkey.
Yeah, we'll do a late Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah, I started
the week after Christmas. Let's do
I started deep frying that turkey one year in spite of my mom because she wanted me to make something. So I was like, I'm gonna make the turkey. And my
That's
dad's
awesome.
like, well,
And you beat her turkey?
My dad was like, well, your mother makes the turkey. I'm like, yeah, well, you asked me to bring something, so I'm doing a deep fried turkey because I had to beg my mom to do it. She didn't want to change. So somebody gave me a deep fryer and I had it for a year. And I'm like, let's see what we're gonna do with this. So I looked at a recipe for Cajun turkey, and it came out so good. And
it's amazing.
I brought it over, and my uncle, my aunt were their cousins. Blah blah blah. Everybody took my turkey. Nobody even touched my mom's turkey except for my dad. And then while we're sitting there, like the little brother I am, I said, I got quiet. I said, "Hey, Dad, whose turkey's better, mine or Mom's?" And he goes,
"You jerk."
He goes, "I like them both equal, son." I said, "Okay, good politician answer, Obama." And my mom looked at him and goes, "Mike, just be honest. His turkey's better."
Yo, so I think a good Thanksgiving tradition is like going somewhere on Black Friday.
Yeah.
What's the date of that Black Friday this year?
The day after Thanksgiving. It's a Friday.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, 25th. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good tradition, to go somewhere. Another good tradition for American Thanksgiving is to go see a movie.
Yeah.
Right?
I've gone to the show on Thanksgiving.
Is there any good movies to watch? I haven't seen a movie since Mav.
The best movies come out on Thanksgiving Day.
That's right. And there's usually a Christmas movie that comes out on Thanksgiving Day.
Did you know I watch...
What is that?
Is everything still filming?
Yep. Power
That's
surge.
bizarre.
How bizarre.
Do we want to get that TV on? Just make sure.
How bizarre.
Are we rolling still?
Yeah, everything seems to be
We're rolling.
Are they
rolling around.
poltergeist?
Rolling around. Yeah, a movie. A movie's good.
Football outside, flag football.
Oh my God, I
Yes.
love flag football.
Yeah, it's good in the park.
Yeah, we could play some
Can
flag
we do
football.
that?
Yeah, we should get all the guys together, like Matthias,
Dylan,
Dilsey,
Christian.
Christian.
You know what the only thing about flag football is?
That'd be fun.
Is that golf is way better. So let's just go play a round of golf with all those guys.
I mean, all those same people would golf
Yeah.
anyways.
Are the golf courses going to be open here? We need to book tee times now, dude.
Yeah, we
I don't know
should.
if I can golf yet, guys.
Dude,
'cause
you
my
know what?
abs.
Come drive the cart.
All right.
If you can't golf, you can't play flag football, dude.
I would though.
Dude, we should just go to that little executive course. It'll be a 2.5 hour round.
The 9?
You know? Yeah, the 9.
Oh, it's less. I did it in an hour. It's only
Dude,
9.
that's fun. See, that's what I like about
And we can play a
Thanksgiving.
good scramble.
Is Thanksgiving seems like you don't have commitments. Like Thanksgiving, it's just fine if you just sit on the couch and you watch football and you eat and you talk and you hang out and you nap.
So true.
But there's no like, no, we need to go to this person's house and this person's house and this is the order of activities and like
True.
you got to be
Like
awake
Christmas.
for it. Yeah, like Christmas or
Well,
Easter.
Christmas, you got to be switched on.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, you can
True.
switch off.
It's very exhausting.
Thanksgiving is the switch off holiday, and that's why it's my favorite.
So,
I agree.
does
Thanksgiving is
frick, I was
bigger.
gonna ask you something.
You know what? Thanksgiving in the United States is bigger than Christmas.
That's what they say.
But Christmas in Canada is bigger than the United States. We go
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
full on. Like
Crimbus.
we exactly.
dude.
They don't even have Boxing Day. We have Boxing Day. Like our Black Friday, right? Is
Yeah, there's 2 times a year where I'm actually excited to go back to Canada. It's Christmas because Canadians do Christmas better. They just do.
They do.
And like the snow conversation, if there's snow on the ground, if it's a white Christmas, it's magical. I love going back home for Christmas, and I love going back home in August because Canadians are miserable for 11 months, 9 months out of the year.
It's true.
And that makes summer better because everybody's just so happy not to be freezing and
true.
to see the sun that
And it
everybody
finally gets
and the
warm in
water
August.
and the water's warm.
yeah,
the water's
water's
finally
warm.
warm in August.
So for a full month, everybody in Canada is happy.
This sounds like Michigan.
It would be the same.
I mean, it is. We're
Yeah.
on the same
It'd be
border.
the same
Yeah.
thing. Same lakes.
Yeah, just better. Our side is better.
Oh, this is what I was going to say. The other thing that I noticed about American Thanksgiving is productivity goes so bad.
It's so true.
Did you see that meme of the guy that says the week of my work week during
He's moving
Thanksgiving
the
and he's
mouse.
moving the mouse and it's just doing a figure 8 and then he does this and it's just a calculator on his
I figured that next week, like nobody's gonna get anything done.
That's
Oh,
I'm
my-
gonna be working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday though.
we have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
gotta.
have to. We have to
We're
run.
screwed if we,
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, we're gonna wrap the main show and then we're gonna move into some post show stuff.
Am I going anywhere this weekend?
Yeah, we're supposed to be going to Florida.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, the weather is. We'll talk about it. Okay, thanks for joining TheosU Memes podcast. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. You know all that stuff. All right, cool. Hey guys, just want to let you know that the TheosU post show is now available for free, but you can only get it one place. That's at theosu.ca. So go sign up. You can use this link and check out the post show for free.